The US has toppled many democratic governments across the world, and the next in line looks Israel, which in addition to being a major military and diplomatic power, is also a strategic partner of Washington. US has now deployed its national security advisor to attain US ulterior agenda in Israel. Hello and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Vedika. Let's begin. The US NSA Jake Sullivan met with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on 19 January for high-level discussions. A statement released by Netanyahu's office stated that the meeting focused on Iran's nuclear program and ways to expand the normalization agreements established during the Trump rule. The statement reads, "The next steps to deepen the Abraham Accords and expand the circle of peace, with an emphasis on a breakthrough with Saudi Arabia." However, Sullivan also touched upon the issue of the Biden administration's concerns regarding two right-wing ministers named Bezalel Smotrich and Itamar Ben-Gvir in the new coalition government of Israel. In fact, the US government has earlier expressed its frustration against the two politicians belonging to the religious Zionism and Otzma Yehudit parties. Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen, who is close to Biden, said that the US government will do everything it can to prevent the incorporation of Gvir and Smotrich in Netanyahu's regime. Similarly, the US State Department got alarmed when Gvir attended the memorial of a rabbi who was assassinated by an Arab terrorist in 1990. In a statement, the Biden administration condemned Gvir, saying celebrating the legacy of a terrorist organization is abhorrent. Likewise, the US ambassador to Israel, Tom Nides, tried to persuade Netanyahu not to appoint Smotrich as the defense minister. But why did the US reach out to Netanyahu's regime all of a sudden? If it is against the new right-wing coalition government of Israel, why did it announce that it wants to strengthen the partnership between Washington and Jerusalem? US doesn't want Abraham Accords to be sabotaged. The Abraham Accords was a major diplomatic victory of the US in Middle East. Ever since the appointment of Gvir as the National Security Minister and Smotrich as the Finance Minister of Israel, the new coalition government of Israel is under unprecedented scrutiny by Palestinian authorities. Both leaders have not shied away from expressing their stance on the Israel-Palestinian conflict. Gvir made a historic visit to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which infuriated the Palestinian Authority and Hamas. Similarly, Smotrich has been granted extensive powers by Netanyahu over the Israeli settlements and Palestinian construction in West Bank. Henceforth, the US is worried that the entry of Gvir and Smotrich can result in rescinding the accords. It is true that Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Bahrain can change their foreign policy with regard to Israel in future, as they will interpret Gvir and Smotrich's actions as onslaughts on the entire Islamic world. Saudi Arabia recently hinted that it may join the Abraham Accords with Netanyahu coming back to power, but the chances look dismal now. Hence, in order to prevent that from happening, Biden dispatched Sullivan to somehow persuade Netanyahu to dismiss Gvir and Smotrich from the government. However, it is highly unlikely that Israel will listen to the US now.